I'm just gonna get straight into it because I think somebody out there needs to hear this. And one of those somebodies is me, probably, and just anybody that can relate to this. But God wants you to go all in. God wants you to take action. God wants you to start moving towards that vision and those desires that He placed on your heart, that thing that you have been putting off. You don't need any more confirmations. You don't need to get all of your ducks in a row, have everything perfectly aligned, right? I've never even used that phrase in my life, the duck phrase. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. There is only so much that we can prepare for, and of course, let us, not to confuse, moving forward with something with absolutely zero wisdom, right? Or absolutely zero preparation or anything like that. But you know if this is for you because you have already done everything that you can. And you've just been putting it off and saying, okay, once I feel ready, I'll start. But God says, be bold. Stop playing small. Stop holding back. And almost being selfish in a way, right? We don't see it this way. And we obviously don't intentionally do it this way either, to be selfish. But if we are not using the gifts that God has blessed us with and that God has called us to use, we are not doing anyone any favors. It's more about what your gift and what you're calling and whatever that is, right? Because all of us have some sort of calling and some sort of gift. No matter what, we all have something that God has placed within us. It's more about sharing that with others and what it can do for people, for God's people, than it is about us, right? Than it is about our self-consciousness, we might be embarrassed. Say you feel called to make and post videos, and you might be embarrassed because of what other people might say, what your family, your friends might think, what your coworkers might think, whoever, right? I fully believe in order to make a difference, you have to kill your ego. You have to start thinking less of yourself and more of God's plan and what He is trying to do for you, right? Let's move past fear, doubt, embarrassment, whatever it might be. And I know that it's not always easy, believe me. There have been times where I'm self-conscious and I'm like, oh my gosh, I know so-and-so has seen my videos, how embarrassing. But I truly don't care anymore because I know what I'm doing is coming from the heart, and it's to encourage people. And if it encourages one person, the embarrassment or the fake, really, it's just all in your head, right? It's made up fear. All of that is worth it to me. I don't care as much about my image or what people think anymore. And it is so freeing because I think that that's what God really desires for all of us, no matter what it is. If, even if that's not your goal, whatever your goal might be, stop letting fear and self-doubt and these thoughts that are not even reality, right? We're so good at so many times thinking of all of the things that can go wrong. And the same things that could go wrong could go right. There's just as much good that can happen as there is bad, right? That those made up what ifs. A lot of the times we are just worrying about things that might not even happen, that for the most part probably won't even happen, right? Or don't truly matter. So yeah, I hope that this encourages anybody that has just been a little bit hesitant, because I know that I need this encouragement as well from time to time and recently. So I hope this encourages you. You heard God right the first time. There are only, so many little confirmations or signs that we need from God until he's just waiting on us, right? He's just waiting on you to be bold, to follow through on that vision that he placed in your heart. So, happy Tuesday. Let's be bold. Let's go after the things that God has placed on our heart, whatever that might be, even if it's taking the first little baby step. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.